am a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again thinking, quickly finds his target.
He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
Paul Bryant, like you.
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't ever been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. College has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Just in case y'all missed it at the beginning of this show, just in case, we all are Bam Damn Family. Gump Nation forever, brothers and sisters. We are in the house. It's going to be a great night tonight, y'all. It's awesome. Hey, I've already got my popcorn ready. It's on, y'all. It is so on. We have a special guest tonight. Just going to make y'all women go, oh, it's on. I'm telling you right now, it's on. Hell, my wife's already had to go bathroom and wipe again. It's on. I'm telling you right now, it's on. So at this time, let me bring on the one, the only, the myth, the legend, William Bryant. Come on down, William.
I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play fast. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you're playing against and make his ass quit. That's our trademark. That's our MO with the team. That's what people know us as.
Roll Tide William. How's it going tonight, sir?
Roll Tide, roll, brother.
Are you on that shit tonight or not?
Represent something. Yes, sir. And I wish I could just run like the wind, like our buddy Forrest.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, brother. If you could. If you could, that would be awesome. All right, at this time, let's bring on.
What was it?
I'm just going ahead and call it now. Alabama Tide. Come on down, Alabama Tide.
How is Paul Bryant, like you.
I'd like for people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't ever been nothing but a winner.
Going anywhere doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
What's going
Hey,
on?
brother, old
Hey,
time. How y'all doing tonight?
I don't know what you did to piss.
Well, we got it.
What the hell did you do to piss off them Icebox? I mean, he's messing your shit up. What's he doing, man?
I
Is
got
that
out
what
of
it was?
bed.
Okay, all right, just checking.
Yeah, I just
Well,
got
roll
out of
tide,
bed
brother.
and that pissed him off. Oh, man, we have fun.
Well,
we got a
now-
lot to store for y'all guys tonight. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna be mind blowing tonight. But at this time, it is my great esteemed honor to bring on the man, Van, the Thor man, Edwards, who don't know play his intro yet, who has made more women go than Prince did. And if by chance you ever want to go fishing, be careful because Uncle Man might be up underneath there with you. I'm just telling you right now. We are so proud to have our man. We love him to death. We're so proud of him. Van, the Thor man, come on down, brother.
BAMA is back as the champion. Devontae Smith. Risky throw picked up by Patrick Surtain.
What's up, Van, man? Thank you for coming on tonight, honoring us with your presence, brother. Thank you.
Where the hell am I? What's going on, fellas?
Hell, my wife had to go take a
hell of
shower.
an
She's so damn hot. Damn.
That's a hell of an intro, Victor. I'm gonna need you to do my eulogy, son. That's fantastic.
Hey, you gonna have to follow that
Hell,
shit up all night long, bro.
Well, I started to believe my own bullshit there for a second. You had me believing, man.
There you go. Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
All right, everybody. You see the group here. We still have the asshole, the Zap man himself, Icebox behind the scenes here. We don't need to bring him on because he just embarrass everybody. You know, it's just really it's a bad look for us. But he does a great job. He does a great job. But at this time, it is my great honor to do our dedication. And Mr. Icebox, if you please roll the dedication, sir. It is my great honor tonight to continue the over 200 years of service, the history of women in the U.S. military. These women do not get enough respect. They do not get enough knowledge, and they don't even want it. That is what's so great about all the women who have served and are serving and who will serve in the future. They don't want the acknowledgement. They know they're badass. Deal with it. And I am so proud of them. From the battlefields of the American revolutions to the deserts of Kuwait, women have been serving in the military in one form or another for more than 200 years. They have had to overcome decades of obstacles to get to where they are today. Serving in greater numbers in combat roles and in leadership positions around the world. Here's a look at our women in the military during the Korean War. We chose this picture here for the women of the Korean War because February is the Black History Month. And I don't know if y'all can, tell how beautiful these women are, but these are some of our women who served during Korean War, and I want to show their picture for y'all. I'm not one to call out color, so you got the wrong one on this one. I'm just telling you, these are some beautiful women right here. Their hearts are right. They're gorgeous. They're wonderful, and I want to thank them immensely for all their service. That's all that matters to me. But in 1948, 3 years after the end of WW2, President Harry S. Truman signed the Women's Armed Service Act into law, officially allowing women to serve as full permanent members of all branches of the armed forces. However, this was not guaranteed of equal opportunity. And the women who served during that time, who's watching this, they will have to agree with that. The act actually restricted the number of women who could serve to only 2% of each branch, and also limited how many women could become officers. Additionally, female service members could be automatically discharged if they became pregnant, and they were unable to command men or serve as combat position. That was bullshit, but it was a step in the right direction. Tell y'all right now, I'm just telling y'all, this was a major step in the right direction. But regardless of the obstacles that remained in the female service members' past, the Women Armed Service Force Act was still a step forward to the progress of women in the military. 1 month after the act passed, President Truman issued the inauguration of the Armed Forces executive order. The military and ensuring the black women could now serve equally in all branches of the military. Let me say this again. For all y'all who just listen to this old country fuck right here talking, I want y'all to listen. President Truman issued an executive order to give all women of color to serve equally in all branches of the military as well. And during Black History Month, that's fucking major, y'all. I don't know if y'all understand it. Y'all young people, that was major. Because during that time, we had a lot of assholes out there. We had a lot of people in charge that they wasn't seeing things right. Just putting it that way. I lived through it, but I'm just saying. All right. And serve they did. These women, they served very well. Just 2 years later, the Korean War broke out, and 120,000 women would go on to serve in active duty positions from 1950 to 1953. Although they could not serve in combat yet, they undertook new roles such as military police officers or engineers and nurses, so forth and so on. Y'all know this. Come on. Military nurses would also continue to play a critical role during this time. Mobile Army Surgical Hospitals, which is most people know as MASH, and y'all know y'all make fun of the show MASH, but this was really going on, not the show, but the women were traveling from site to site on the front lines trying to heal our people who got injured during the Korean War. So at this time, I'd like to bring everybody on. We're trying to bring everybody on. For all the women who have served, who are currently serving, and for all of our daughters who are going to serve in the future. Thank you. We salute you. All right, AT, you got anything you want to say about it, sir?
These women, and I've said it last time, these women do not even get half the recognition they deserve. I
agree.
They're heroes. Every one of them is a hero. They all didn't get the same opportunities, but they are wonderful, and I appreciate it. you. God bless America and roll tide.
William?
Yeah, I'm glad for every one of them that ever served. That whatever capacity, if it's taking up M16 or if it's in the mass unit, as you said, hey, man, I'm grateful because I'm here because of them. We're not speaking Korean right now. We don't have to. We can speak American because of these women. And I love you. Appreciate you. Go ahead.
Van, do you have anything you want to bring to the table on this?
Man, there's so much that can be said. Of course, first of all, just thank you to all those ladies that, served and helped us out so much and finally took a president to have the guts to realize that people were actually created equal, men and women, and that they had the right to serve alongside and, honor their country just the same as men did. And that's exactly what they did and continue to do. And, when you were talking about Black History Month, it's hard for me to imagine a time, pre-1960s. Of course, I wasn't around for that time when, as big a racial divide as there was. It's just hard for me to picture. And, I'm fortunate to have grown up when times were a little better. Not all racism has been solved in this country. There's still people hate each other for stupid reasons.
Yep.
But, I feel like we're more together now than we've ever been. And, we are all the same. Skin color ain't got nothing to do with anything. These ladies were just as brave as the white women that were serving or any of the other ones. So, I think it was a great dedication you did, Spencer. And it's good to point these out because these things can get lost to history sometimes. In my generation,
that's why I'm doing it.
We don't necessarily know about things that happened that long ago unless they're told to us. So it allows us to gain that knowledge and pass it down further. So I appreciate that dedication. Appreciate these ladies that served.
Well, thank you. All right. Well, before we get on to the topic at hand tonight, something to think about. Oh, it's on, bro. I am going to y'all's head tonight. It's coming. It's on. But before I do that, there's two things I want to do. I'm going to do it throughout tonight. I want to start the show off doing it. I'm going to do it in the middle of the show, and I'm definitely going to do it at the end of the show. But the first thing I want to do, I do want to give kudos to everybody out there who is talking up Alabama, who supports Alabama. Everybody that wants to be all about Alabama, come out here on YouTube, make fools of ourselves, and do whatever. I want to talk about all of us. Number one, I would like to talk about Nick Saban Jr. I'm so proud of you, brother. Thank you so much for what you do. I knew you had it in you. I knew. And I do appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. KB, you're the man, brother. You are the man. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything you do. Rise up. He's almost there. He's almost ready. He's got that damn lever caught. He's ready to pull the trigger. He's about to be there. But thank you for everything that you did for me personally, giving me the honor of showing up on a show with you and sharing the same screen with you. Thank you, brother. I know you have great things to come. Thank you so very much. So very much. AT, thank you, brother. Thank you for coming on. You were just in the chat. That's all you did. You came in the chat, been a smart ass. But now we can see your ass. But thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you. William, always, brother. You was showing up on everybody's chats. You was doing everything. You just wanted a moment to come out and go, what the hell? You just had to come out. Let's hear it one time. Let's hear it. What time? Come on.
What the hell? What the hell?
Oh, that was weak. That was weak. Grab the other nut and try it again.
Okay, let me adjust it here. What the hell?
There you go. Now that's the one. That's the one we was waiting on. That's the one we was waiting on. That's one. Van Edwards, my brother. A lot of respect for you, man. Always will be. If you need anything, personal or business-wise, and I can do it, I will be there for you. If you need a backhoe, I got it. I've got the land to use it on, if you know what I'm talking about. Whatever you need, I will be there. All right? And Van, tell us what you got coming on. You honored us with your presence. Now you got some new things coming on. Barstool is kicking. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. But you got some new things coming on. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, back in the summer, chatting back and forth with a buddy of mine, Lucian, who's in the chat, we decided we needed to do a show together. You know, we kind of shared a similar mindset. We like the same things. We hate a lot of the same things too. So hell, it'll probably work out. And we started brainstorming a little bit, and he got hooked up with the BAMA Standard Network, and I've been in there, you know, in the shows and stuff, kind of become friends with some of them, and they presented us an opportunity to bring them a show, and we took the chance to do it. And so coming up, it'll be on Thursdays at 8:00 Central. It's going to be called the Ivory Files, and it's going to be a little different than you're used to as far as a sports show. We're kind of bringing it.
Ivory.
Ivory.
Do you say ivory?
Ivory.
The white thing. The white. You go on the white thing. You go with ivory. Really?
Yeah,
you go with elephant tusk.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking. All right, go ahead. Just checking.
I tried to get you to go with ebony and ivory, but then I just end up thinking
Thank you.
You know? And y'all don't want to hear me sing, so it ain't good. But yeah,
it's all right, brother. I'm getting you hell.
But we decided to start doing the show together, and it's going to be on Thursdays on the BAMA Standard Network. And you know, I'd like for y'all to tune in and check it out. It's going to be really kind of hard to describe to you until you see it. We're going to bring a little bit different presentation. We're going to have it segmented up, kind of like a real sports show. We'll be talking a little bit of recruiting. We'll have some former BAMA players helping us out. We're going to be trying to analyze some film, just do a little bit of everything, just try to do something a little different, kind of give somebody something different to watch. So, yeah, when I know for sure the exact date that we'll start, I'll send you the information, and we can go from there. But yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on. Trust me, the honor ain't yours, it's mine. I love coming on here, man. This is where I got my start.
Hell, you're my hero. You're middle of the damn night, I'll be snoring. My wife snores. She goes, bang. Who? What? She's dreaming about you in the middle of the fucking night. So I have to deal with that. So, but anyway, I love you, brother. Thank you so much. I hope you the best in the world. If there's anything we can do, we will do it. We will be there for you, brother. Always.
Hey, I appreciate the same here.
Hold
on now. Anytime y'all want me to come on, you just ask. You know I'll come.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll try to help out much as I can, you know.
Ooh, Lord. Lord. You did. Oh, damn. I just heard some hollering out there. Did he say just ask and he will come? Yeah. That's what I just heard back here. Oh, my God. Anyway, this is MA. This is MA. But I'm just anyway. It's hell getting old. It's hell getting old. These younger guys get all the love. But anyway, let me bring this up real quick. For everybody out here listening, I have preached this for the last 3 years. I have preached it. We have the best chat out there, the best. Our women up in here, they have so much knowledge. They know the sport. They love Alabama. They live it. They breathe it. They got it all. And I have been begging and begging for them to come out and start doing their channel. We have one that has actually started, Crimson Watch. I think this is 15 days now. It's been on 15 days. Y'all, please check her out.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Help her out. Help her get there. Because this woman ain't scared of shit. She knows everything Alabama. She lives, she breathes Alabama. She is everything Alabama. Like I know all y'all women can be. Every one of y'all. So please, if y'all get a chance, go there, click on her, subscribe, share it. Please, please help this lady out. And for the other ladies out there, if y'all are not sure that this is what you want to do, come over here to Bam Dam Sports. We'll give you the format to try it. Come on with a couple of guys. Pick your guys you want to be with. We'll let y'all come out here and see if you're comfortable with it. If it's something you want to do and you want to go out on your own, we will support and help you get where you want to be. That's what we do. We old men here. We're old men. Well, I was a Van, but the rest of us are old men here. And we are happy to help anybody get anywhere to help them. So, ladies, please go check her out. Subscribe now, because that girl's badass. She is, she's diehard Alabama. Lord have mercy, if I hadn't already been married, she'd been throwing her bathwater out, hit me in the face. She is awesome. She is wonderful. She is wonderful. And Icebox, go ahead.
Earlier, you was talking to Van, and you said something about it. I want to make sure I understood this right when you told Van.
Yes.
I don't know if you said you'd let him use your backhoe or if he'd back his hoe up, or if you'd back your hoe up.
No, I said I have a backhoe. And I have land to use it on. And I have land to use it on. That's what I said.
I was sure you were going to back your I got tickled. I couldn't help it, guys. I apologize, but
I know you're not from Sand Mountain. We are.
I thought you might be backing up to Van. I didn't know. Maybe you and Van were better friends than I thought you was. I mean, shit, I didn't know.
Lick your lips again and dream again, brother. That ain't happening.
I'd detect jealousy in that voice.
I heard some jealousy there.
Just a little bit.
Well, if it's that little, you ain't gonna get none anyway. Hey, let's get on to the topic at hand.
Let me get one more thing in topic. And
I'll stick that finger where your damn sun don't shine. Anyway, our topic tonight, something to think about. It's on like chicken bone, y'all. Give y'all something to think about.
Take a deep breath, Jack. Yeah.
What if AT keep his mouth shut? What if? That shit ain't happening. But what if it could? What if a frog had wings? Every time he jumped, he wouldn't bump his ass. What if? These old men here on Bam Down Sports might see a little bit in the future and might be on the right track on something. So let me go ahead and break this down real quick for y'all, real quick. Everybody get close. Here, gotta get closer. Here, look, gotta get closer. Come on, get closer. All right, pay attention. We are fortunate that Alabama has two of the greatest coaches ever that ever coached the game in college football. The Bear Bryant. The man came in, he coached almost up to the day he passed. He got sick and had to go. He passes, and they got 200 miles of people standing on both sides of the roads, just celebrate, giving their love for the man coming down, because he was, at the time, the greatest of all times. At that time, he was. Everybody in T-Town, everybody in Alabama, people shut down their businesses. Everybody shut down to give praise to this man, which he deserved.
Yeah.
I have a lot of love for the man. I only met him one time, but he's very impressive. But now we have the GOAT, Nick Saban, who surpassed the Bears just by a little bit. but he did surpass the Bear. Greatest of all times at Alabama. Again, we got the greatest coach of all times at Alabama. All of a sudden, he comes up and goes, I'm retiring, I'm done. And where was the parades? Where was the ballroom dances? Where was the barbecues? Where was the? I'm really lost here. I mean, it's like the greatest of all times, who just barely went over the Bear, says he's retiring. The whole state of Alabama should have shut down, put their flags at half mast. Everybody fired out the barbecues. Everybody got the kegers out, having a good time. They should have been drunk the hollows forever that day. But nothing. Crickets. The man's kind of slimed out and didn't even leave a slime trail. Yeah, it's like what the hell? So that got me thinking. The greatest of all times, who surpassed the Great Bear, and they're not even giving a ballroom dance for. The $1 million band at Alabama is not even lined up playing Alabama song on the way out. We haven't got fans out there in the parking lot going, Yellow Hammer, Ramma Jamma, you fucked them all, Nick Saban. Hey, we don't even have that going on. So why? Why? So I'm thinking. And then we get the great NCAA, the mighty NCAA going. Tennessee, Florida State, we're going to bust your ass for NIL. We're coming after you because y'all broke the rules. Well, there ain't no damn rules. We haven't made no damn rules. We made it damn free market across the board, but we're coming after y'all. So that got me thinking, what if our mighty coach, Nick Saban, the man who has warned us every single fucking year while he was at Alabama, if they continue doing this, this is going to happen. If they do this, this is going to happen. And it happened every single fucking time. 17 fucking times. It ain't much as golf yet, but still, almost there. So he warned everybody this has happened. So let's say him and Mr. Sankey got together. Let's say a couple years back going, hey, NCAA ain't worth shit, man. They can't even investigate people. It takes them 5 years to make a decision on somebody. They're penalizing people that ain't even there no damn more. They're destroying colleges' money and income when the people who are there had nothing to do with the problem. I'm hearing Sankey going, I'm hearing that they're getting ready to try to bow up and grow some balls, thinking they didn't get control now after they fucked up so damn bad. They're going to hit Tennessee and Florida this year coming up. If they do, Mr. Saban, this is the great time for us to split. It's the great time for the SEC and Big Ten and anybody who wants to go with us to split away from NCAA. And when they do this, if they do this, when they do this, would you be willing to be the CEO, be the president, be the man who saw all this coming, be the leader of this new league? Would you, Nick Saban, be willing to be the leader? That's the only thing that's coming to me going, why he would just so calmly go, okay, nobody does nothing. Van, give me your input on this. I mean, I got more to add, but go ahead, Van. Give me your input. What's your thoughts on this, bro?
Well, you got my gears spinning a little bit, man. I've never even thought about this concept, but it makes sense to me. College football, the NCAA, they lost a foothold years ago, and after dealing with the Michigan the way they dealt with them, and they couldn't even suspend Harbaugh without the Big Ten's commissioner agreeing to it. At this point, they've lost control. They don't have the power they once did. NIL money's in a trust away from the college somewhat, so they've got no hands on that either. You got kids, transferring where they want to go. They've pretty much just having to open the doors for them. They can't stop them. Money's changing hands. You can't come down from that no more. Yeah, man. I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. And Saban's been calling it out for years. And it's not that he's against players getting paid. He wanted a more restrictive system. And they just threw it out there and just hoped it'd take care of itself. And it clearly hasn't. So to me, it would make sense to get away from the ruling body that is the NCAA and come up with your own. And some of these bigger colleges just go in together, pool your resources and your money together. And who better to run it than the greatest coach of all time, who's always been ahead of the curve, who's always got an eye to the future without forgetting the past, and blending the best of both worlds and creating a better college football system than we presently have.
There you go. AT, what's your thoughts, sir?
That's very insightful. A lot of good things come out of that. And the first thing I want to make sure everybody understands about this, and in general, the first thing is that this is going to wind up being. I'm here back up. This is going to be for football only. This cannot be.
Hey, backing up again.
Talk to me.
No, go ahead.
I thought you okay. This is going to be a football only because softball cannot afford to travel from the West Coast to the East Coast, and the baseball and all this is not the moneymaker. Football is. This would only be for football purposes. All the rest of these, all the SEC and all this other stuff will still be around, and then this would have to be apart from that because if you didn't, you would kill every other sport. You would kill golf. You would kill baseball. You would kill all of it. Football makes the money. It's the money maker for all these schools from the West to East and North and South Coast. Everyone that's going to have to be like that. And I think Saban would be the perfect man to look at it because, with all said, he played chess where everybody else played checkers. And I think he's ahead of this. He's probably thinking about it a year ahead of where we are. Okay, I don't know where I'm still hearing bad backup. I think it'd have to be football only. If it didn't, then I don't know how it could survive the other sports, guys.
Yeah.
All right, William, what do you think, sir?
It really is. It's hard to say because, I mean, basketball makes a pretty good bit of money as well. It's a good revenue source, but not like football, though. I agree with you 100%. That being said, though, I mean, there's probably enough money made with college football that you can kind of help tote the other sports and get them away from the NCAA altogether, wouldn't you think?
I don't think there is. If there is, there is. But you're talking, again, if we're talking mega conferences, like you got a school at Florida State traveling all the way up to Washington and Seattle, and it's a softball team or it's a golf team but football and baseball and basketball, they kind of, the baseball and basketball might be okay, but the girls' sports, there ain't no way, guys. There's some sports that don't have enough people there to do it. You'd kill them deader than hell. So, I mean, if you can make this a football only sport, Go ahead, William.
I was gonna say I see where you're coming from. It's like you got the USFL. They combined with XFL. When they made one league, out of it, and that's what I see. What you're saying, it needs to be football strictly, and I see that. So why not? I mean, you break away from one. and make one just specifically, to help out, colleges with some. I don't know. Like I said, I think Nick Saban would be the perfect one to come in here and make some sense out of this debacle that is the NCAA. I mean, y'all already said it. What did Michigan get? It's okay, baby. Okay, that's all we're gonna do to you. You're all right. And bullshit. There needs to be something, some sort of punishment. Go ahead, Chief. I'm on this shit here. I'm on this.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hell, I'm on my shit too, brother. I'm right there with you. I got your back. I'm 1783 already. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
So let me break this down just a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
Here's what you need.
No, I'll squirt every. No, I don't need no more squirt.
That's what you do. I mean,
I got way too many kids, brother. No more squirt. I'm trying to get my grandson to quit squirting. All right. But anyway, side point.
You squirt.
Well, we're looking
at prostate.
There you go. Anyway, well, what we're looking at. That's okay. What we're looking at right now, and I want to talk to all the haters right now, because I know y'all in here. I know you're listening. And if you ain't listening to that, I know y'all click in, because our numbers go up on views after the show. So I know all y'all haters are checking in. So this question is for you haters. Straight up. Y'all have hated Alabama. You've hated everything about Nick Saban. Y'all could not wait for this man to get the hell out of here. Y'all was hoping his ass would just fall over dead. Y'all know it. Y'all just admit it. Georgia fans, admit it. Y'all know it.
Right.
Straight up. So now you knew what Nick Saban was all about. He preached it every time he got in front of a damn camera. He preached it. Y'all made fun of it. Y'all said he's making excuses already. I heard all y'all shit. I remember all y'all's bullshit. But he was right. What he said was going to happen, happened. So to all you haters, please come on either live tonight or put in the comments after the show. Would y'all trust him to run a college football league separate from NCAA? We have our own. He knows what's going on. He sees what's going on. He knows the kids got to make money. He knows this. He knows there needs to be contracts. He knows how to deal with it. Will y'all trust him and get behind him? Or your little bitty penis so damn low and your hatred for Alabama is so fucking bad that you would not even support the best fucking thing that could ever happen to college football? Seriously, I'm asking y'all haters. All y'all, I'm asking you. Please put in the comment section. Please put it on there. I want to hear from y'all, because y'all hate us. Y'all do. Y'all hate us.
Yep.
But would you want the best thing for your college? Is Nick Saban not the right one for y'all? Just saying. Just saying. That's the question I got. I mean, AT, what do you think?
I agree with you. What do you think? If he could get somebody in the past, that's no longer coaching, like a Tommy Osborne, he's been up there in politics for a while. He might be able to get Tommy Osborne to come in and help him. Maybe some other guys that's been around that can see it from a distance, that has some experience in how to run this, and to get the NCAA people that are power hungry, get them out of there, create, tell them, say, here's where your problems come from, and get rid of them. Because I think Tommy Osborne, Nebraska's ex-head coach, could really get in there and make a difference in this and get rid of these people, that's fucking up our sport that we love so much.
There you go. Van?
Yeah, I agree with AT, man. Get some of these guys that don't have the best interest of the athletes and the coaches and the colleges themselves, get them out. They just want the power to overrule something or rule over something. and it's taken away from what's best for business necessarily. And the thing about it that really bothers me, I guess, is the fact that you've got people like the playoff committee that have very limited football knowledge, picking who needs to be in a playoff. And yes, Alabama made it this year, but there was times that we probably wouldn't have made it had that playoff system been in check. And you're putting too much power in people's hands that don't understand the game or what's in front of them or what to watch for, like a team growing and getting better throughout a season. All they want to look at is a bad loss over here or something like that. You know, I still make the argument that there was probably one or two teams that should have been in the playoffs with us this year. They had the power to change the 4 to a 6. You know, they have the power to do anything, but they sit on their hands, like you said. They wait years down the road to make a decision. And sometimes they need decisions made right then. And we see it in politics and we see it in football. We see it everywhere else. People sit on their hands, they collect a big paycheck, and they don't care about what's going on with the smaller people, the regular folks, the regular athletes, the regular colleges. They don't care. They're just collecting a check, and they've got a big title and they got the little nameplate on their desk, and it makes them feel special. But they don't see long term that their decision making is killing the sport.
William, what do you think, brother?
I agree. I mean, would that be one thing that we'd want to do away with and just go back to BCS and just do away with this goddamn playoff system that they got now? Because you see who's on them. It's all fucking damn Big Ten and Pac-12 or 10 or whatever it is over there. You know, it's not fair. It's all for them Northerns. I mean, about every one of them.
William, you bring up a very good point. So I'm going to let you lead off my next question then.
Okay.
Let's say that we know you ain't, but let's say you're Nick Saban. And they do all this is the past. They start the new league up. They separate themselves. What would be the first change that you would do? What's the first rule that you'd want to change? And how would you change it?
I mean, I would make the playoff system if I was going to continue with that. I would make it with different other leagues involved. I mean, where's the SEC represented in there? Well, I think
that would be your change.
I think one or two. I think one was from Kentucky. I think, if I remember correctly, there's one guy on that committee that was from, had some dealings with Kentucky. And that's the only one, or maybe might have been one other one, but the rest of them was from, like I said, from them other conferences. So I'd make changes there big time.
So that would be your change. All right, AT, what's your change? I'm gonna leave Van and myself for the last ones on this one.
Okay.
What would be your one change if you had the power to change? What would it be?
You talking about? I missed part of that question. Ask me the question. I'm sorry.
All right. Let me repeat. All right. Let's say you're Nick Saban. You're getting this opportunity. All those damn stars line up. All the planets are in line. Everything's good. Your little wee gets hard, and you're Nick Saban. So you are the chancellor or the CEO of the new league. What is the first change you would do?
Let's see. You're going to let me think on that in a while, man. That's a good question. That gets up in there, and you'd have to get the right men and at the top of the list from the top down. You got to get the number one guy before you can get to number 2 or 3 or 4 or anybody. You've got to get the right guy in charge of this to make sure that we don't get a bunch of money hungry guys in there like we got now. Everybody's, what can you do for me? You have to have the power structure set up correct. Like I said, Nick Saban, I think, is beyond reproach. If you ask him something, he's going to do it the right way. So you can start with Nick and go from there. And you got to get your power structure in there to keep making sure you don't have your Texas A&M's money. You don't have your rogue boosters coming in. You don't have your Michigan organizations being able to cheat without being fucking penalized. I mean, when you tell them you're going to penalize them, penalize them. You know, don't just say, you know, hey, if you do that again, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Do what you're going to say. But that's all I can think of off the top of my head, because you got to get it right from day one.
All right, Van. Same question to you, sir.
I'm having a hard time figuring out which my first change would be, because I have so many I would change. I just don't know where I'd start first necessarily. First of all, I would align conferences back up where you play in your region again. That shit's dumb to me. I don't like it. They eliminated a lot of good football teams, or a lot of good football rivalries that way. You know, I being a big Alabama fan, but I used to like to watch Nebraska and Oklahoma play. I used to like to watch stuff like that. We've eliminated all that. Them teams don't meet up anymore because they're not the same conferences anymore. All right. So I'd take care of that, or I would put a cap on the NIL that you couldn't make but X amount, and it would be contractual where you had to meet certain standards. You had to have good grades. You've got to stay out of trouble. If you don't start as a freshman, you're not going to get X amount. You're going to get this amount. You got to earn that money. And, you know, put stipulations on it so that small schools can still keep up with the bigger schools, because they're creating a bigger divide right now with NIL than they were before. They think smaller schools were having a hard time playing before. Now, when you got Ohio State spending $13 million in the offseason in a month, well, what's Akron going to do to keep up? What's Kent State going to do to keep up? They can't contend with that money. So they're going to stay bottom feeders forever the way this is set up. Or I would put a cap on the transfer limit. You get one, and you still have to sit out that year like it used to be. You can transfer schools, but you lose a year of eligibility, so you better really think about it. That's where I go.
Very good. Very good thoughts. Very good thoughts. Me personally, my very first change I would do would be, if you agree to take a scholarship from any college, it would be a signed contract. You will be there for 3 years. Any NIL deal, any deal that you get will be ran through the college. The college will assure you legal backing. They will support you. They will send people in there to train you on how to deal with all this money and how your future in there. But it goes through the college, because you're taking this scholarship. You're getting an education from our college because you're a good football player. It's free to you here. But with that, it's going to cost you 3 years of your life. It ain't no different joining the military. You join the military, unless you really fuck up or go to the brig, you're going to do your damn time. That'd be the first thing I would do. Very first thing I would do. You have to agree there. And then after that 3 years, you can go NFL, you can transfer, you can do whatever the hell you want to. Now, as far as your NIL, you can still keep gaining as much money as your performance will allow you to get. If you're a sucky ass player, if you're riding the fucking bench because you was a 5-star dick sucker out of high school, don't mean you're going to be a 1-star in college at all. So you're going to have to earn. You're going to have to earn your damn money. And the only way this is going to happen if it's ran through the colleges. Go ahead, AT. Go ahead, bro.
I was laughing. I was picking it up. My man's band up there. I like having fun with him. He knows how to take it right. You know, some of these schools are not created equal to others. And what I mean by that is schools like up in the Ivy League, the Harvards and all that, they're not going to be involved in this. Everybody, you know, that's listening to our voice knows that they're not going to. They're not a scholarship program. So what we're talking about doing it, guys, is we're talking about the power schools that really have the ability, the means, or the way to get this and keep it going forward. Because if you forever Alabama, Texas, you can't bring in a Portland State or a Grand Lakes Valley or a UNA or something like that, or a real small school. So we're talking about the power elites in this, and we can get this rolled up right. You know, the NIL, NLI, and all this stuff. We can get it done. We just got to get rid of the NCAA and their power hungry. And I don't know how much money they're making as an organization from all this, but the NCAA is outdated. Back when Bear Bryant was there, and maybe you remember, maybe you don't, Bear wanted to do away with it back then.
Yeah.
Nobody, not enough people got behind him, but, I think within the next 5 years, what we're sitting here prognosticating and what you brought up, Spencer, is your idea, is your thought. This going forward, I give it 5 years, and if it ain't changed into something like that, we're going to have severe problems with NCAA with people getting paid. Like that Lama kid, whatever, getting what's he making? $7 million?
The big thing, AT, that NCAA dumbass fucking millionaires, business owners, and how in the hell they missed all this fucking shit, I have no fucking clue. But once they went NIL, name, image, and likeness, and put no restrictions on it, they just opened up all colleges to the labor board. You had to go by your state's labor laws on pay. They fucked up so goddamn bad. It ain't even funny. And the only way you can get around that is contracts. So if you want to come to my school and get your chance to be taught by the best there is in Alabama, the best facilities, and go to big money NFL, you're going to sign this 3-year contract right here. Boom. That's the only way you're going to get around that. The only way. Because right now, they open it up. It's pay for fucking play. And there's not a damn labor board in this fucking world that's going to shut that down.
No.
At all. Straight up. All right, Van, you got anything else you want to put on this before I move on?
To me, that would make things as a fan more interesting too, because if a kid signed at that school, that means he wanted to play for your school. It wouldn't. If they put a cap on that NIL, and to me, it needs to be. I have no problem with these kids making money. I go back to the Pro Throw situation where he never got a chance to go pro and make money, because of what happened in college, and he would have made a lot of money in pro football.
Yeah.
I got a problem with them making money. My problem is they'll get a bag over here, and then somebody offers a little more, and then they jump over here. And what they don't see long term, what they don't see long term is you're going somewhere not knowing the coaches, not knowing if they can develop you as a player for long term success at the next level. Whereas at Alabama, you got that because you had some of the best coaches in the world, not counting the greatest coach of all time with Nick Saban. So, jumping just for money is great. It's a great benefit right now, but long term, it hurts you in development when you go somewhere where they couldn't use your talent to the best of its abilities and couldn't make you the best that you could be. So, people don't think about that side of football right now. It's the fact that these kids are jumping around and they're losing a little something, jumping school to school because they're not staying long enough to get experience with a good coach and, get the developmental stuff right. And that's going to hurt the game long term. We're going to see it coming soon.
There you go. All right. Now, next question. I'm gonna give this one up to AT real quick.
Oh.
Get your son, brother. Whoo! Get that head out of your ass and think about this one.
Oh shit! Hang on a minute.
Yeah, go ahead, pull it out, pull it out. Get that shit stain off the back of your head there. Let's do this. All right. If you was Nick Saban and you had to control the new league, how would you break it down? How would you break down the conferences? Would you do 4? Would you take the United States and split it up in quarters? Everybody in each quarter that's their division? How would you break it down so you'd make it equal for everybody? How would you do that? And then I'm going to go to Van, then William after that.
It's going to come down to you're going to have to me. You're going to have to have 4 directionals. So you're going to have a north, a south, the east, and the west. And you cannot. What's the word I'm looking for? You got me in limbo here with this question, but you got to have a plan as far as, like I said, you cannot have everybody in the South and nobody in the West. You got to bring these schools in and somehow make everybody, make it a business in the sense that everybody across the country pays the same. They pay the amount in and they cover everybody from the north to the south to east to west that's in this. Everybody pays the same amount. Alabama pays whatever, $100 million. USC pays $100 million. Whatever, the power schools pay X amount of money. You take that money and you get a started up an organization, and you get the money right from the get-go. I'm at a loss for words here, Spencer. Y'all go ahead. I'm absolutely.
You don't blow your damn mind out. William, how would you break it down, brother? You're up north. How would you break it down?
I agree with you, Spencer. I believe it should be in quarters, just straight down the middle and then straight across. And then
it'd be 4 different leagues then. 4 different leagues.
Northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. That's the best way to do it. Because if you go north and south and east and west, that's not really, to me, it's not. But, if you go strictly northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast, I can see that.
All right. Well, before I go to Van on this, the reason I'm asking this, Van, you're an NFL guy. You got AFC and N. So they only got 2.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you break up college?
Well, that is a good point. You got your AFC, your NFC, and then they've got their little subdivisions, north, south, east, west.
Right.
That's not a bad idea. You could break up the east and the west that way, and your powerhouses would rise to the top. And then you could have your little subcommittees, your Alabamas, Georgias, Texans, Florida, Tennessees play, here, your Ohio's, blah, 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 in the northern quadrant. But, yeah, you could definitely have subdivisions, but 2 total divisions. I love that idea, actually. That's a great idea. And that would make for a true playoff scenario because you would have to come from from the little subdivisions and work your way up all the way through to the top of that division to play the top of this division. You've got a true champion of football at that point. In fact, more teams would be represented that way. They would have to fight to get to the top, but that's what we want anyways, right? We want the best team to win. So that would allow for that.
Sad part about it, they might not be the best team at the end of it because some of the better teams got beat the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because they're in a strong division, but there got to be a rule somewhere. You got to get there. It's like Georgia last year. They think they'd had it all, blah, blah, and everybody kissed Nick Saban's ass because they really knew when Nick Saban was retiring. Really? Fuck y'all. We didn't even know. And we're diehard Alabama fans. Hell, I smell the fucking garbage he puts out on the side of the road. I look at that damn shit-stained underwear he threw away. I know all about Nick Saban. And I didn't even know that his ass was fucking retiring. So for you Georgia fuckers to go, yes, they gave him a shot. He's retiring. They had to give him one more shot. Fuck y'all. Suck my goddamn dick. Fuck y'all. Y'all are fucking crazy as hell. Straight up. All right. Anybody want to say anything on that from me? Oh, shit. Damn, I'm running out of time. Fucking fastest hour in damn YouTube. What the hell? Jesus. Right. I'm going to have to go to Van on this one. Go ahead. Go ahead, William.
I just said, what the hell?
What the hell? There you go.
What the hell?
Give it to
it. Bam. Damn it, I only got time for one more damn question.
Hey, we ain't got to go nowhere.
Fuck, this Jesus. All right, here we go.
Van's a grown man. He can hang around. Fuck, he ain't got nowhere to
hanging.
Van, come home.
My wife said anyway.
Lights around.
Right now, how the NIL thing is being dealt with in college football because the NCAA fucked shit up so bad. Mm-hmm. It's called the Collective Bargaining Agreement, which they're actually employees now. So how would you deal with that?
As far as what? As far as treating them like employees, I guess
Moving forward. You can't keep it that way. You cannot keep it that way to have any control.
No, you can't. You definitely can't. It's kind of like the old saying, you can't let the animals run the farm or the lunatics run the asylum kind of thing. We see a little bit of that in the NFL now because players have more control now than they've ever had. Free agency killed pro football, in my opinion. I still keep an eye on it, but a diehard fan, I hadn't been in a while. And, the thing about it, when you've made them employees, they should be subject to more stricter environment, more stricter standards. They should be held to a higher standard being an employee. Because if you're making 6 figures, some of these guys 7 figures, you should be playing at the highest level possible on that field. And if I see anything other than that, I should be able to take your money from you, or at least a percentage of it. So to me, them being contracted like this, being employees, getting rid of it would make sense to get the power struggle back. But short term, I don't see how you fix it. It would be a long-term problem, I feel like. It'd take a year or two to kind of iron this out. I'm curious what you've got to say about it, honestly.
Actually, it's going to take go ahead, AT. Go ahead, AT. I'll come in last. Go ahead.
I apologize, Mr. Spencer. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. I thought you hadn't sat down yet.
No, you're an ass. Go ahead. I love you. Go ahead.
But I got a nice ass. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it's all. I got a pretty. I got a nice ass.
Serious. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
A pimple on my ass. I mean, it just. Okay. Here's the thing. We got 130 Power 5 schools. Is there 130, Van? Does anybody know? Is there 130 schools?
I lost count after like 129. Honestly, there may be 160 at this point, and I just don't know who they are yet.
Okay, well, what I think what it's going to do is, of course, you can divide it into 4s, and if you do, you're roughly going to have 30 in each, maybe one more. But here's the thing: I think it's going to happen. You're going to have some of these smaller schools decide, fuck that. They're going to combine and merge, and they're going to try to get into this power school. I mean, it's going to get bigger and bigger. And my question is simply this: you can't. At some point, you're going to be top heavy in any league. It don't matter what you do, you're going to be top heavy with a certain amount. So where's a cutoff that you say to the guys, we're going to have 130, UNA, Iowa, whoever, you're out? we're not taking you in. And, I mean, at some point in time, they're going. I'm telling you, they're going to start merging. Other schools are going to merge together, and they're going to have different agendas, and they're all going to do different things, and they're going to all do their stuff. But at the same time, you got incentive contracts, and if they don't do what they're supposed to do, then you can kick them out. I mean, you really got me tonight, Spencer. I mean, no dissing.
Well, sorry your little penis is that damn little. I mean, I thought I gave you a little bit more info than that. But anyway, William,
my penis.
What do you think, brother?
Myself, y'all already know how I feel about NIL and pay for play and all that shit. I do not agree with that because, like I said, because there's no control over it. They just pay the people flat out, the players, and then what? They think, well, I done got the damn money. Why should I even try to perform up to par, and get myself hurt, for future? Why would I want to do that? You see what I'm going with that?
Yes, I do. Ain't very far, but I do see it.
I disagree with this pay for play shit, man. I'm a NIL hater to the day I die. Because there's no regulation on the shit. Okay. Go ahead. I'm done.
That's okay. I know for a fact he did not draw that out. He went from imagination. But anyway,
no, he had that. He had that saved. He's been looking at that before the show. That was unrelated.
Oh damn! My wife would like to meet. My wife would like to meet your neighbor because that's obviously ain't you. But anyway, beside the point. But anyway, back to the topic ahead because we're running out. Damn, we're way over. Anyway, all right, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna do last words. I gotta ask this real fucking. I've got to. Van the man. Deion Sanders said it the best that I know how to say it. How many NIL people who are getting money have you seen in a advertisement? How many? You yourself, how many?
Not many, if any, to be honest with you.
I go one, Bryce Young. I saw Bryce Young.
Yeah, I think I seen Milrow on like a shoe commercial or something, but it wasn't many.
Okay. All right. I did see Deion's sons both in a commercial. I did see both of them in a commercial. So there's 4. There's multi-million-dollar deals going on out here, y'all. It's pay to play. It is not NIL. It is not name, image, and likeness. Hell no. It ain't even close. This is pay to play, y'all. Sorry. That's Deion said it the best. How many of y'all seen a commercial? Name, image, and likeness. Have you seen his name? Have you seen him on? Did you buy a shirt with his name on it? Because that's how this all started, y'all. This is how this started. That the players deserve the money off of their name, image, and likeness. Because colleges, the guy on the fucking corner was making money off of their image, picture on the damn shirt, their damn name, on anything they could put it on, and their likeness. That's how this started. But NCAA fucked this up so goddamn bad that it went from that to pay to play. This is so fucking sad, y'all. This is, I'm sorry. This is fucking sad. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go right now to Van. Thank you for hanging out all night long.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, sir. Do you got any last words you would like to put out, sir?
Well, look forward to y'all inviting me again, man. I had a blast. I laughed more than I've stated anything, but hey, count me in. I've laughed more than I've stated anything, but man, I've had a good time. Dion did say that. I seen that statement, and I really didn't give it a whole lot of thought until you broke it down the way you did. And the way you broke that down, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I've seen a handful of players in commercials. I hadn't seen any real merchandise with their shirts or anything on it, their names, anything like that. So we are basically pay for play. So we might as well just make it a free agency, and the highest bidder wins. I mean, that's really what we're leaning on, right?
Thank you. Yes.
They're killing the game. Point. They're killing the sport we love. Yeah. They're trying to turn it into another sport that I used to love, but is slow downward. So, yeah, man, that's a damn good point you made, Spencer. I hadn't really thought about it that deep, man. Yeah, it's just pay for play. That's really all it is. So how can the NCAA really try to put any kind of restrictions or violations on any school right now when everybody's just throwing money at these kids? Where can you say no at this point? What can you honestly do to stop these people from buying them 10 Mercedes-Benz, 2 summer homes, and a stack of couple $1
Lamborghini in Texas.
No. Carson back in Georgia's got one now too.
I'm just, yes. I mean, but the NCAA can never do it. It's going to take a division. It's going to take another league for the powerhouse to make any changes.
I agree.
AT, you went over there and changed shirts. You changed your pull up. Did you shit your diaper, man?
I was trying to tuck it back in. It fell out of my underwear down and hit my own leg on the side of my knee.
Oh, hey, okay. Gerbil.
You started this shit. I've had a lot of fun, guys. I really have doing this tonight. And this is what it's all about right here. Having Van on and you on, and of course, Big Will, Mr. Bill. What the hell going on? An icebox in the background, zapping my ass, stuff like that. But
there it is.
And there you go.
You've got to
never count icebox out. Never.
No, you got that old motherfucker. He's gonna always do shit like that. No, seriously, you got to streamline the power structure. You can't have what's the NCAA got? 5 million people working. You can't have that many people. You got to streamline it from the get-go, and everybody understand. Here's what we're doing: 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's what you're going to do. Nebraska, you're going to do it. Alabama, you're going to do it. Just because you got more money than everybody else, you're still going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Offensive lineman, you get $60,000 a year. Every one of you. If you're a scholarship player at any school like this, you get $60,000 a year. Wide receivers, you get a little more because you get paid more because like in the NFL, you get $80,000 a year. Quarterbacks, you get, don't give them $1 million. And you give the quarterback, X amount of money, and you let them know this is what you're going to make at Alabama, what you're going to make at Hawaii, this is what you're going to make at Rutgers, this is what you're going to make at Florida State or Texas. It don't matter. If everybody pays the same, there is no, buying players out like that kid that went up to Ohio State, Caleb Downs, Williams, whatever his name, he took the money and ran. I understand that. And listen, before I forget, I have no hate in my heart for any of these kids, guys. I really don't. These kids, they got some rough stuff they going through, and I understand that. Caleb went up to Ohio State. I don't like it as a Alabama fan, but
so you don't hate Van then?
No, I love Van to death. He got that. He got that pretty hair. He got that long, pretty hair. I wonder what he looks like when he puts it back in the bow tie, back in the in a ponytail and gets it combed back.
Antonio Banderas.
Who's Antonio Banderas?
It's the last one that had the long mullet.
You ain't never seen
put some boots
Desperado?
on,
Come on, man.
No, you didn't care. I said, who's Tonio Ben? I changed the name. But anyway,
That's the Sand Mountain version.
Damn, brother. I asked for last words, not for the last hour.
I mean, we're having fun here. I mean, if we're not having fun, I understand the last words. I mean, we'll give it to a damn show, but I got my buddy Van on tonight. I got to take advantage of it. I mean,
I agree with you. I'm the same way, man. I'm the same
he done
way.
invited me.
I'm
He
in
done invited
presence
me
of
back.
greatness.
He done invited me back next week. Hell, I'll be here next Tuesday.
Tuesday night.
well, I want to tell you that.
Come
I'll tell
on.
you this, then, Van. He invited you this next Tuesday. I'm going to invite you the following Tuesday, okay? So we got him back to back now, and then William, it's your turn to invite him, and we'll keep his ass here every Tuesday. Guys, it's so much fun when you're talking with like-minded people, Alabama fans. And I mean, you got other schools.
I'm just tickled to see William's shirt. He's got roll above his boobs. He got tied underneath his boobs, and he's got roll over his belly. That's awesome. I mean, that's a man shirt right there. I don't give a damn who you are. That's awesome.
But, I mean, it is what it is. We got. So you're going to have to play them, but you got to put it in order, for a position. If you're going to whichever school, it's going to pay the same. So you better go to school that you like. That gives you the best opportunity to get to the NFL. Don't go for the money. You go to get to the NFL because you'll get paid the same, whether you're at Texas or Alabama or whoever. You're going to make the same amount of money and do away with all that silly shit.
All right. Before we get on up over here to William, I've got to ask Van. I'm seeing this over here by B Jamming. Sam Mountain J. What am I missing?
There's a movie from the 90s, Jay and Silent Bob. And Silent Bob always wore his hat backwards, had long hair. So I guess I'm the Silent Bob of the group.
Okay. I thought there might be a Sam Mountain J up in here, and I was going to give him some damn props. I'll give him props. All right, William, go ahead, brother. Before we get into our girl again, go ahead.
I don't. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. It's pay for play and all that shit. Where does it stop? Where does it end? I mean, used to you go to college for the prestige of playing for that college, and now that's taken away. If somebody wants to come, I just want to tell you, what is that? It's being a prostitute. You're going for the highest bidder. Whoever's got the most money, hey, I'm coming to you. You know what I mean? Bullshit, It used to be, I'm going to Alabama because they got all the championships, and that's where I want to go to. I want that opportunity to play for a college where I'm going to be in a national championship. And that's just shit. To the highest bidder. That's all my last words. Go ahead.
Good God, Gertie. You still whore hopping, ain't you? No, he's running around looking on the corners. The highest bidder. Jesus Christ, brother! Come on, man. He's up on that pole a little bit. Anyway, there you go.
Making the players into damn whores. Making the players into them. Wait.
That is true. My wife would love to. Upside the point. Anyway.
Cajun is once again. If you keep dragging her into this.
Oh yeah, I know. But once again, my last words is: if you get opportunity, please always check out Nick Saban Jr. Please check him out. Great show, great content, awesome. Oh, finally, we got a guy catching up with it. All right. That's awesome. Oh, Icebox showed up finally. All right. He woke up. All right. Okay.
Icebox.
All right. Let me say this slow. Thank you, KB. Thank you, sir. You're so. Oh, look at there. He's freaking awesome. All right.
Why would you have
Van, the man, Barstool Sports. Aha! Look at it, showed up. So all thing I do is talk a little bit slower. It comes up. Man, if y'all hadn't had a chance to show up on this Barstool, it's friggin' awesome.
Barstool.
Yeah, I mean, he does a great friggin' show.
You mean barbershop?
Yeah, barbershop.
You didn't say Barstool.
Oh, my bad. I did. My bad. I did it wrong.
Yes.
Well, I ain't got no damn hair. Like I want to talk about somebody cutting hair. Really?
He assumes I'm drunk.
Come on. Damn. And I have a lot of this shit on me. Anyway, you are correct. Thank you, AT, for correcting me.
I thought
man needs a. I know you are. I'm tired of hearing your shit. Anyway.
I thought I was hearing shit. Go ahead.
Then let's go to Mr. Rags and Fitness. If y'all get a chance to go to check out Mr. Rags, please check him out. This man, he has to say prayers for me every single day.
Somebody,
because he's a man of God. He's a man of Alabama, and y'all hear me, and yeah, he needs to pray for me as much as he can. But please check out Rags. Please, y'all. Please. And now, can we go to Crimson Watch? Let's go to the girl who finally showed up, showing out. I have been preaching this for 3 years that I know of. I was preaching this CTS days. Preaching it. Ladies, y'all coming on in the chat. Y'all are showing us men out. Y'all are showing us up. Y'all are talking about it. You got it going on. You have everything. All thing you gotta do is get up in here and do it. And this lady is not only doing it, she's breaking the rules. She's only been on here, 15 days? 500 subs already? Please check her out. Let's get her up in the money. Everybody in here, if y'all have not checked her out, please go. Let's get this lady up to 1,000 so she can start making some money off her hard work. She's doing shorts. She's doing it all. She is everything Alabama. And anybody that's anything about Alabama, I love you and I appreciate you. So at this point, Icebox, we're way over time here. Would you please take us out with a great? Well, hold up. I guess AT. Guess I'm saying. Yeah, that don't work either.
When I was going up here to metals guys, there's a young man I work with. Lots of young man. He's older than me. He served in Korea. His name is William Henry Meade. He's a short black man, and he was every bit of 5'5", 100 to 110 pounds. And that dude, well, he talked about during the Korean War, it'd be 20 below zero, and they carry their rucksack. Hell, the rucksack weighed almost as much as he did at a 110-pound man. I'm serious. Now, I'm not. He was 110 if he was 105, but that dude would get back there, and he could do things that people my size couldn't do. I mean, that's the kind of person that was in, I look at him as the kind of person in the military. They are so far out ahead of me and so far that. But Mr. Henry Meade, I'm sure he's not around anymore, but Mr. Meade, you really impacted me at work. He helped me at work. He kept me from getting in trouble a couple of times, and I wanted to make sure that I gave him a little recognition. Before we got off here tonight,
I'm glad you let everybody in the world know that his dick's bigger than yours. Thank you. There you go.
What the hell just happened?
That's the V. That's the V.
There's a snowstorm.
Icebox, would you be so kind to take us out with a great Bear Bryant?
You've got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If if you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'd be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at the time, well, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here as the national champion.